orbit, there you are. Whether you fall down or whether you fly, seems you'll never get too far. Someone's waiting to put a weight upon your flightless heart. You're on the verge of a miracle, just standing there. Oh, you're on the verge of a miracle, just waiting to be believed in. Open your eyes and see, you're on the verge of a miracle. Here in your room where nobody can see, your voices are loud but seldom heard. But beneath the confusion that's running so deep, there is a promise you must hear. Though that seems so far away, you're standing very near. You're on the verge of a miracle, just standing there. Oh, you're on the verge of a miracle, just waiting to be believed in. Open your eyes and see. And now you've played out your last chance, and your directions have all been lost. From the roads that you look down are all dead ends. Look up, you can see if you just look up. You're on the verge of a miracle, just standing there. Oh, you're on the verge of a miracle, just waiting to be believed in. Open your eyes and see, you're on the verge of a miracle.
That's a really beautiful song, Rich.
Well, thank
I really
you.
like that. Is there a story behind that? You didn't just write that and...
Yeah, we got into the studio and started the album, and I didn't have enough songs, really, and so I started writing this one, and I got this far. And I knew what I was going to do, but I couldn't come up with any lyrics, and I was really worried about writing a really good song, because they wanted me to have something that they could play on the radio. So I was, working real hard to come up with that, and couldn't. So I went to a retreat with the church and talked to a kid there who had attempted to commit suicide. This is after I've worked on this for over a month. And after I talked to him, I knew exactly what the song was about, and it was very easy at that point.
How do you go about writing a song? Do you get do you get a, like that? Oh.
Yeah, I
Do you get
bang at the piano until you accidentally come across something that sounds good.
So you go from like the music first to the words?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, I normally start with the accompaniment.
Huh.
I just play until I hit something that sounds nice, and then I just repeat it over and over, which makes it, like kind of pop-like music.
Well, then when somebody else records your songs, does the accompaniment ever get lost? Does it just become a song? Yeah. Are there any songs that we would know that you've done that you can't stand? Well, I probably want to put you on the spot like that. Let's
I can't stand?
Yeah.
No. I like everything I ever wrote.
No, I meant that other people did. You can't stand the way they did it,
Well, I think sometimes I more tend to appreciate people who don't synth it out. Too much synthesizer just kills it, I think.
You told me you don't like technopop at all.
I hate technopop.
Okay. Why don't we go to a song that you did for Amy Grant?
Okay.
Before we do that, There you are. You're a songwriter. How in the world did you get Amy Grant to do? The first one you said was "Sing Your Praise to the Lord." Is that the song? The first one
Right.
you did. How in the world did you come up? Did you walk up to Amy Grant and say, "Hi, here's a song for you"? How did that happen?
No, I was working in a retreat ministry at the time, and part of the retreat ministry, there's a group of us that sang during the retreats, and we provided the entertainment, and so we made a custom album just to sell to people on the retreats to help support the ministry, and "Sing Your Praise" was the first song on the album, and a girl went to some kind of conference in Nashville, and she stayed with a girl who goes to Belmont who knew someone who knew someone who knew someone who knew someone. And so I didn't even know who Amy Grant was when I was very snotty about it. They called and I think Mike Blanton is the one. Yeah, Mike Blanton called and said that Amy Grant wanted to record it, and I said, well, that's wonderful, fine. And he asked me if it was copyright, and I said, oh, no, I don't suppose it is, but I did write it, and, but you can do it. I mean, it's no big deal. And then he tried to impress me with who Amy was, and it made me angry, I thought. I'm not really all that impressed. I was a lot more impressed when I met her. She's very nice. Besides being very pretty.
Yes. Did you like the way that she did the song?
Oh, I loved it, yeah.
Was it weird walking into a record store and seeing this million-seller album with your song on it?
Did it sell 1 million?
It sold a lot of records, didn't it? Didn't H-Day sell 1 million? Something like that. I don't know
how many it sold.
Yeah, lots anyway.
Yeah. Well, it's fun, but I feel we're removed from that. I mean, what I like is writing, and I kind of like performing, although I don't like singing too much because, especially when I have a sore throat, it just hurts.
It adds like a depth to your voice. Let's do "Love of Another Kind." You didn't write that by yourself. You wrote that with
mostly with Wayne Kirkpatrick.
I don't know who he was.
Wayne Kirkpatrick is the guy who wrote, like all lyrics on every one of Michael Smith's last album. He's quite a genius writer.
How did you get hooked up with him?
We wrote for the same publishing company for a while, and he came in one day, and well, as a matter of fact, he came in one day, and we decided to take off for Michigan that night. It was fun, and we started writing then, and we've continued writing. We wrote a couple songs together on my last album.
Okay, this is from Unguarded, right?
Yeah, this is the original version. The
original version, before Amy got a hold of it.
Didn't make it to the record, but...
Okay.